Okay, so this one may end up being 2 separate videos, one for the art piece and one for the poem response, because there's quite a lot going on in this one and I do have to talk a lot. So this piece was inspired by Isaiah 11:11 and 11:12, which says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the 4 corners of the earth." I was thinking 2 things when I read that. One, it mentions he a lot, and second, that 4 corners of the earth, and the earth is round, much like this canvas. So I'll share on Instagram some of the earlier pictures, but I've tried to do that on here, and it just makes it so that I can't share it as a short, and videos tend to get very few views. Essentially, the bit I'm most interested in is this figure here, which is a female figure that extends outwards into a bird shape, and she's sort of reclining backwards in what I've found via Google is a yoga pose called Rasana, and I'm probably going to get told off for pronouncing that wrong by my friend who's a yoga expert. But as I say, I'm particularly interested in this figure and the energy that seems to emanate from 3 separate areas. And then over here, there's this eye that emanates into a large, what looks like a peacock to me. And then up here, there's what looks like a doorway. So what is essentially would be the sky then, because she's looking up from the ground. And then there's sort of like a figure here, almost like giving a speech, emerged from this doorway and giving a speech. So I will link the poem response to this video, because I think I've nearly used up all the time and I've barely said much about the actual painting.